Alright, so that was High Top Kicks remix of Jimi Hendrix's Voodoo Child. If that rocked your speakers or your headphones, go check them out either by Googling Jimi Hendrix High Top Kicks, that's high with H-I-G-H, or just High Top Kicks. Anyway, moving on. What's up, all you hip-hop heads? It's your boy B here with another interview for Massive EXT Radio, and you know how it is. With me today is Official. What's going on, fam?
Not much, man. Not much.
Alright, so just getting into it, man. I'm just going to ask you some questions. It's nothing too personal, nothing too serious. Just some basic shit so people can get to know who Official is and what the next project might be and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, well, basically, I'm out of Atlanta, you know, up-and-coming artist out of Atlanta. I'm a poet as well. I got a new mixtape out, Official As They Come, Volume 3. That's the latest project that released last year on that PIF. My mixtapes, a lot of mixtape sites hosted by DJ Arab from World Pirate Online. Next project I'm working on is an EP called Officiality. It's coming out next spring, 2016, distributed by Too High Media with Grip-A-Lot Records. I'm in the process of signing with Grip-A-Lot Records. That's a label out of the West Coast, located in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, I know a lot of rappers from Denver. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know a couple of them at least. One of them is Cavern Dwellers. If you've ever heard of them, they're pretty sick. They're not like mainstream or even like super mainstream or anything like that. They're totally underground, but they're really sick people. So that's something to go check out. As for Official As They Come, he's referring to Official As They Come Volume 3. I actually peeped this, and because I like to look into the music of people I'm interviewing and stuff like that. And I was actually vastly impressed by the diversity that you had in this mixtape and the remixes that were on this, such as Heaven and Hell, and you just had a whole plethora of remixes that was really cool. So where did the name Official actually derive from? Is that like a message or something? Was that something that was given to you, or?
No, I just came up with that name, just a representation of myself, reality of the storytelling lifestyle of the inspiration of what I've been through, and just a representation of myself being official, the reality.
And Official As They Come, is that, how did that name, appear? I mean, of course there was Volume 2 and Volume 1 if there's Volume 3. But what inspired you to create the mixtape title, Official As They Come? What was the message that you were sending not only to other artists, but to people who are in major labels, peeping in on you? What was the message you were trying to get across there?
Just something coming off my name, just an introduction of my name. The first actual project that I released was Unlike Your Average. That's on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play as well. But that was kind of like a first introduction of myself. But then I switched it up with Official As They Come as far as the follow-ups. So it's like a trilogy: Official As They Come, then Official As They Come 2, Official As They Come Volume 3, and now the EP is going to be the final. The introduction of the EP is Officiality.
Okay, so the Officiality is the next step of Official As They Come. So it won't be like Official As They Come Volume 4, it'll be Officiality.
Yeah, Officiality, yeah.
Okay, so Official, right? So you've built this whole thing. You've made not only Official As They Come Volume 3, but you're getting into networking, you're building yourself, you're in the process of getting signed. What would you say, inspired you to build what you've built so far? And what are the biggest hardships that you've had to overcome as an artist?
Just people recognizing the talent and the recognition of me getting noticed. Because Atlanta is really known for the club scene, the party scene, and I just want to be known as a lyricist / poet that's coming out of Atlanta. It's not too many that's coming from Atlanta, because everybody from Atlanta kind of got the same style, the same type of flow or the same type of concepts or whatever. So I just want to stand out. So
would you say that because you mentioned that it's, Atlanta's the home of the party scene, the just going wild and out, seeing the pretty much what you're describing is like trap music, right? So like
pretty much
party
music,
pretty much stuff like that. Would you say that reflects any of your music at all, or are you trying to make yourself different from that scene, kind of separate yourself from the whole party aspect and bring a new raw aspect of Atlanta to the public?
Right. I want to show the world that it is some lyricists from Atlanta, and as a matter of fact, it's a battle league down here. I'm a big battle fan as well. I follow the big battle culture as well, and it's a battle league down here. It got started about a couple of years ago. It's called Spit That Heat, and there's some guys in that league that's pretty, lyrical as well, and it's a lot of talent that's coming out from Atlanta that's on the underground level that's more lyrical than the typical ATL artist that's been coming out over the last 10 years.
Yeah, and I can understand how hard it is trying to take any city and kind of put it on the map. I mean, I think rap is very unique in that any place that you're from usually, and unless it's like a small town, like some people come from small towns but then they represent the bigger ones because they're more known. But any place that you're usually from, you're always trying to, as a rapper, get that place the most recognition and give your utmost respect to where you're from, and in doing so, you're trying to take that place and put it on the map. It's very difficult because it's not like it's not just something that is easily done. It's a whole it's a whole place. It's like trying to put a whole city on your back, and it's really hard. And like you said, the hardest part is that you're not the only one who's trying to do it. In the sense, you're not the only person out there who is trying to achieve that goal, and who is trying to, in the same process of doing that, get recognition and get signed and make money from something that you love doing and something that's extremely it's hardworking. I don't think people actually understand how hard hip hop is sometimes, because it's really hard for any musician to make a living, to absolutely say I can make a living from here on out doing music. When you can reach that point, that's amazing. But as an underground artist, it's tough, and it's every check that you have kind of goes into that passion in hopes that some profit, will come from it. Speaking of that, how you talked about how you're trying to basically be diverse and separate yourself from the whole club scene and stuff like that. What is your initial thought on like the club scene and trap music in general? Do you think that it's going in a right direction or wrong direction? I mean, what's your opinion on that?
I mean, I respect any artist that, whatever style that they have, I respect it. I just want to stand out from my own, based on my own experience. I want to talk about something real, talk about what I've been through, and most importantly, get the fans to relate to that.
What do you think gave you that initial idea that, I want to be different? I know everybody out there as an artist is trying to make themselves different in a way, because if you're not, and you're the same carbon copy, you're probably not going to get picked up, as much as the other artists. But what gave you the idea to not, support the trap scene and stuff like that?
Just inspiration.
What inspired you as an artist? Like who inspired you?
Tupac, Master P, Trick Daddy, Jay-Z, Nas. Those are the folks that I grew up listening to as a fan. So pretty much my whole the mixtape on Official As They Come Volume 3 is basically, it's a variety of some trap, but mostly if you listen to it, it's more lyrical concepts. But the EP is definitely going to be all hip hop, mellow beats, no club, no trap bangers, nothing, just straight J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar type of Wale type of beats, music, those type of concepts. So
that's and you mentioned like those type of concepts. Are those also artists in the mainstream industry that you're like, oh, those are people, their style is what I kind of strive to be, but different, at the same time, but it's something that's kind of like a foothold in what I want to be.
Yeah. I want to follow that path and keep that path going and bring that path out.
If you could collab with like any major mainstream artists, which I probably already know the answer, seeing as you just listed some of the people that you kind of look up to in a sense, and you want to follow the same path that they built and stuff like that. Who would you collab with if you could in the mainstream industry?
I would say Jeezy, T.I., Wale, J. Cole, maybe Kendrick Lamar.
That's pretty cool. Is there any like main reason? Is it just because you dig the music, or
I just think that we would have good chemistry based on their concepts, my concepts, and we put it together. I think it'd be a good collaboration feature.
Right. Chemistry is very important too. You always have to have you have to be kind of on different wavelengths, but be on the same page at the same time. You have to have different styles, but you have to make those styles blend in a weird way. But I think hip-hop is good about taking any style, really, and kind of blending it together. Like, I think hip-hop is the only genre that I can think of that can take really any genre of music and kind of use that not only in a beat, but in the music itself. You can sing. It could be country, it could be jazz, it could be blues, it could be anything, even metal, rock. So that's pretty interesting. If you had any tips as a hardworking artist as yourself, you're networking, you're using social media, you're making these EPs and these mixtapes, and you're obviously trying to make profit off of it, and you're connecting. What would your tips be to somebody who's just starting out into this business, into the music business? What would be the most vital tips that you would give them to help them build their platform?
Just stay focused. Stay focused and just do you. Don't worry about what every other artist do. Just stick to what you do. What you want to do from the inside out, and just do you, and the fans will respect it.
And I can totally agree. Hard work, I feel, reflects on your music. The more work that you put in, the more that you try to hone your skills, and the more that you practice, the more profitable that your music will become, and the more it increases in quality. Instead of, I'm a firm believer of quality instead of quantity. So like, if it takes you 2 years to make an EP, but you put all your work and all your hard work and every second of your life, and your sweat and your blood into this EP, then it's probably going to do way better than somebody who's pumping out EP after EP after EP, or mixtape after mixtape after mixtape, and then they come out with like one good mixtape, and then it's like 4 others that are bad, and then it's one good, and it's like 4 others that are bad.
So it's gonna take me a lot of time to do this next EP, because I'm gonna put a lot into it. It's gonna be a lot of deep thoughts and writing into it. So it's gonna take a while. So it's gonna come out next spring, hopefully.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm shooting for.
When it comes for dates, it's really hard to kind of like put a date on something that you want to put all your work into. When I first released my mixtape, it was called Rainy Day. I initially put a date on it, and I was like, this is going to be the date, but it took way longer than that, because I had to put everything I had into it, and it just didn't. It's like when you put in a song and you have all these songs, but you got to scrap most of them, because you're like, those won't work with this mixtape, or these aren't good enough. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of discouraging, but at the same time it's encouraging you to work better, because I don't know what it is with most artists, but with me, I make a lot of songs, but what most people don't know is that like half of those songs, right, will go into the trash, because half of those songs I know that I could do better than, and every song has to be better than the last song that I did. Otherwise, I can't sit right with it.
Right.
So I'm gonna let you. We're gonna wrap this up. I know it seemed pretty quick, man, but y'all need to check this dude's music out. I love this mixtape that you did. I love this Official As They Come Volume 3. It's really good. I got it downloaded, and it's gonna go straight to my phone, man. It's really good stuff. I got to give you props. So you can give your shout outs, man. Give your links and stuff. I will send the links to Massive and Precise, so he can put that in and they can go check it out. But you give your shout outs to your team and your fam and stuff like that. I'll let you do that.
Yeah, shout out to Grip A Lot Records, JC, for giving me an opportunity. Shout out to Chris for putting me on with Grip A Lot. Shout out to the fans who believe in me, support my music. Shout out to the ATL, the home team.
And again, y'all need to peep this. Dude's real hot, and I don't say that just about any artist. I think that the project that he has in the works is gonna be great. And you have a strong supporter in me, man. I'm digging your flow. I'm digging your style. So y'all go check him out. Y'all check out Official. Link will be with Massive. Y'all see it there. Y'all just click that, and you can go to the .piff thing. And y'all stay tuned for spring, and hopefully you'll have another, EP to satisfy your music needs. So it's gonna be hype, man. I'm actually ready to hear something new. So it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dropping singles before. I'm gonna be dropping singles. I'm working on a lot of features right now. Singles after singles leading up to the EP, so it just won't be waiting a whole year to the EP drop. Y'all gonna be hearing singles. I got a song right now called "What a Life," produced by Cloud9 Music. He's on the hook, and then I got my homie Keezy. She's gonna be on the verse, and I'm going to record that this weekend. And I just wrote to that. That's a crazy verse I just wrote last night.
It's gonna be hype, man. I'll definitely check that out, and I'll go ahead and I'll, after the interview, I'll look that up and I'll send that link to Massive too, and y'all can check that out, and the fans can check that out and stuff like that. So that's pretty dope. So now y'all have something to kind of build up to. Again, dude, all love. I have high hopes for you, man, and I hope that your hard work pays off.
All right, appreciate it, bro.